Hi everyone, so today I'll be trying out Spellbinders Large Die of the Month for June of 2024. I already did a whole unboxing of the deluxe caboodle that would be everything, all the clubs in the One Value Club, but then again, they can all be a la carte. And so I'll link that video in the description box so you can check that out. But these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So thank you for doing that if you would like. Yeah, so we're just going to go for it with the large die, the summertime vacay, and I think I'm going to do the sentiment with the clear stamp of the month. Again, it's a photopolymer stamp set. It's called Paradise Resort. And I think I'll do this like Hello from Paradise. You probably already saw it in the thumbnail there. But I do have the stamp and die set for that. So we might cut it out. We might just stamp it on there. We'll see. But we will definitely build up our little vignette here. So what's really nice, actually, it's a little sun, is that you have all these ways to build up like just a background, you know, with the clouds, you have the sun, you have the water or sand line, you know, horizon, whatever it is you want to do with this one. You have like the little ocean kind of foam, cement, like foam kind of thing in the water. You have like a little mound of sand, you know, however you want to play that up. You have all these different things to make your little beach chairs, and then your beach umbrella here with its like coordinating pieces. So what I'm going to do is just jump right in, grab a standard A2 size card base, and we'll start building up our background and then going in with some of the details. So I'll be right back. So a few things here. Let me put those to the side. Standard A2 size card base, so if you're making your own, that'd be 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And then I have some different colors of paper. This one I want to use, but I took a little bit out of it, so I think I'm going to have that down here. So I like my card mat layers to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm still going to cut this to 4 1/8. And I can take a little 5 3/8 off of this part. 5 3/8. So it's going to be kind of like my background piece of paper. So something like that. And I suppose then this will be my water. I was actually thinking I probably should have done that one for the water, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this 4 1/8 wide. 4 1/8. And, you know, however high that I would like, because I'm going to use the other piece of paper to kind of, I'm sorry, this other die is what I meant to say. So 4 1/8 by like, I don't know, 2.5. That's kind of high. Let's say 2. That's going to go on here, but we're also going to cut this guy into it. So just take that and wherever you think, I'm going to get it pretty close to the edge there. So we have a little bit of that line there. So I'm going to run that through. This one will just be there. I think that's the only cutting I need to do as far as that. And then we have a couple things. So I want this guy to cut that accent for the water, so I just have some white paper. I'll run that through. And then we have this little mound of like sand, or like a little area for us here to hang out. So I'll run that through. And this is just one of the ways. It's similar to what they're suggesting in on the carrier sheet. Again, I get samples, so my samples are just kind of loose like this, but your carrier sheet will have inspo, will have instruction, whatever is necessary for that item. So we have those guys. Let's go ahead and run our little sun through. And, you know, the sun can be peeking out like it's coming up, like maybe it's setting or rising, however you would like. You have clouds if you want to add those. I didn't think about using the clouds today, but maybe we'll see. Let me go ahead and cut this, and we'll start building up that background, and then we'll go from there. Interesting piece. You know, like what a nice detail added. Okay, I'll put a few pieces here. Let's start getting our scenery done. A lot of nice pieces for scenery, which is really great. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down. Let's see. Haven't used this one in a while. Hopefully this glue will be ready to go. Yes. A lot of times when the glue is starting to empty out, I just kind of keep it face down, or not face down, but like the tip facing down so that the glue is always ready to kind of come out. Okay, so we have this piece. And then we have this guy. cut that piece on there. That's basically going to go right there. You know, depending on how you're going to layer things up, you might want to think about what goes first, or, you know, however, but this is definitely going to go underneath. I don't need to tuck anything behind it, but you might want to think about that. Actually, if I'm going to do the sun coming up from here, maybe we need that there. So let me place this down. Yeah, I eyeballed that pretty good. And then we have this little sun. Again, the sun can be up high. It can have clouds, you know, however. I'm definitely going to have to bury that bottom part so it doesn't look like it's just half a sun. Just put that there. Okay. So I did tuck that one behind. And then, you know, we have our little piece that our chair can be on. I think both chairs would fit on it. If you're going to do both, you're going to have to really put one way over here and one over here. In today's, I think I'm going to have a little island of one there. Then we have this piece that I don't know if this tucks into, but basically it has kind of the same feeling. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can put it like that, right? Look at that. It's like made perfectly for each other. I will have to trim this down, which I didn't realize till right now. So let's see about that. Let's go ahead and glue this piece together first. And this is actually that's so funny. It was a shimmery piece of paper, as you can see on the back side, but I did that. I cut it on the opposite side, so we're not going to see that shimmer, but that's okay. Would have been nice. And because I didn't realize we were going to have a little something like that. I mean, that can go there. It can go wherever you want to place this. I think right there, you're only going to see a little bit of that cut out in the background. Maybe we cut a little bit more off of it like that, huh? Maybe keep it moving like here. That'd be cute. Okay, so then I'm just going to cut this piece, and I'm just going to take scissors, guys, and kind of remember where I was there. If it was like right here, that looks good. And that'll be it. So we're going to glue this down. So you got to watch out for that tide coming in or going out or whatever it is. Like right here is cute. Look at that. Very cool. Just lining that up on the very edge of my card. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let me hold this down for a moment and I will be right back. This down. I'm going to keep it up just a little bit right there because I think when I come in with my little, this is so cute, it actually has a little point. So that can either be something where you show it here, or that point can go up, you know, through there, you know, however you want to use that. So just keep an idea of that. But I think I'm going to tuck it back in here somewhere, so I'm probably going to trim it down too. But that'll be our umbrella. So also, when you go to die cut these guys, there's two, and I love that they're facing opposite ways, you know. If you're going to cut this one or you want it facing that way, make sure it's this one that you're cutting, because when your die is facing down into your paper, that's the direction it's going to be facing. So if you want it facing, you know, a certain direction, don't use the die face up and plan for that one. It's this guy. So I'm going to use this one. And, you know, this little piece would be the one that makes the back, like the, I guess your material, right? Your canvas or however whatever your chair is made out of. And this one has both accent pieces for either one. So, you know, base piece and then accent colors. So, you know, probably red. It's very classic, red and white. But whatever, if, you know, somebody has certain colors they enjoy and that kind of thing. And then the frame, should we just make it white? Okay, white frame and then white and red here. So I'll run those through. I have some white paper here, so I suppose I'll just do that. Kind of plain there. And then we have one white stripe in the bottom. So I'm going to make this one red and then this one white, because only one of these stripes is going to be needed here. So I want more red than white. So I'll run this one through here. I'll run this through some red paper. I'll just grab. And then, you know, our umbrella, again, classic kind of thing. You have a couple pieces that are going to go from one side to the other. So I'm going to run all these through because I'm not sure if we only need a couple or if we need both of them. Basically, it's going to cut what we need for all this. So, I guess white and red and white on this one too, right? So let's make the base of it possibly red. Sorry about that, guys. So, emergency vehicle all the time. dark red on this because it's going to be like the background, and then these are going to be accent pieces, so red and white. So dark red, red and white. The same red I'll, you know, run this other guy through. And then like a dark brown for like a wood color stake, you know, excuse me, for our stake or pole or however, okay? I'll be back. Oh my gosh, you guys, like how cute are the designs that Spellbinders comes up with? Look at that. Okay, so cool. Guys, so we have all our pieces here. And to build up our umbrella, there's a few ways you can design, you know, that part of it. The pole here, it can just go behind. You can poke it up at top like that. I think it looks more natural, and I like the little pointy part is if it was here, and then we design the other portions on top of this. So let me get a little bit closer so we can focus on that guy. And then we'll move on to making our little chairs here. So, you know, just like in here, I know it kind of blocks the view of that cutie pie, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here, because that's where the other pieces are going to go. Anyway, there's like little divot impressions on it, so you can see where that goes, your different portions. So I'm going to put this like right here. I hear emergency vehicles again. Hopefully not. Okay. Red and white. And you can see they really nestle right into each other, so it's pretty cool. So this guy can go here, right within that area. It's designed for it. And this one. That's why I just ran one through white, one through red. I didn't pay attention to too much to who goes where because it's not the biggest deal. You're just going to do one and then the other. And then the last two bits. This one will be white over here. And again, just following the contours, what they have shown there for you. Right here, buddy. Okay, there we go. And then the red one. So those two pieces had those colors. Like, it just cuts out nicely for you, ready to go. And so that's kind of why I buried the umbrella stick in there. I think that looks most natural, right? Looks very cool. And then this guy, it does have little markings. Again, impressions. So I'm just going to put that there. And then we bring over, again, that one die cuts the strips for both chairs. If you're doing both, you'll have enough for both of them. But I'm going to take that middle piece. There we go. And then the little bottom area where it kind of comes around there. And then we'll have our chair that basically goes like in here. I'll let that set up before I mess around with this next part. Please let that bit set up a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little glue like on this bar right here and then this bar at the top. That's essentially all it's going to hold on to. So bring this over. You have that little shape there that you can pay attention to. And just at the top and down here. I'll get a little bit closer to show you what that looks like. Put a little too much glue. It doesn't really actually touch this piece. But look how cute that is. My goodness. Okay. Let me clean up a little bit and then we will get our card assembled. I mean, this can fit right in here. No problem. Again, you can put the pokey one down here or however. I mean, it looks good right there. You can have your little chair. That looks very cute. I left it open in the back so I can kind of tuck it back there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But to do that, I'm going to cut this down a little bit because let me see how much of that. Yeah, it's so cute. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, and I'm just going to get some glue on this. And you can definitely put some dimensionals. You know how I like to do a combination of dimensional and flat, and maybe that's what I should have done. Put a little dimensional behind this part, but then let it get flat as it comes down in here. That's always good. Okay, I'm going to pop that there. Clouds, if you want to put in some clouds. I know whenever we're in Hawaii, even here, like in San Diego, just having your day and then the clouds just roll in, or they're already there from the morning and they haven't burned off, which happens all the time in June. It's crazy. Okay, and then we have this little guy. Inking, all those things you like to do, you can definitely do here. I just generally die cut and just leave it the way the cuts look. And so we have this guy. Cute. I'm going to hold that down. And the last thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our sentiment on here, and I think we can do Hello from Paradise. and we can cut it out. You can stamp right on here, of course. It is a shimmery paper. A lot of times with that kind of thing, I would stamp with like a stays-on type of ink, an ink that's not going to just wipe away on something slick like this, or heat set it, maybe, you know, with embossing powder. But anyway, I'm just going to stamp this, and I think I'll have to stamp it on some white paper, guys. So I'm just going to take this, stamp it on some white paper, and I'll be right back. You know what? I'm going to use this VersaFine Clair, and you can also find this on Spellbinders site. So if I'm going to use that, I'm going to heat set it. So I'm going to use a little embossing buddy, and I'm just going to stamp this. Just go for it. If it doesn't work out, I'll do it again. And definitely using the embossing buddy, because I'm going to use a black powder to set it. So I'm just going to make sure that's really touching everything. That looks really great. I'm going to take some black embossing powder, and this will definitely want to stick to everything, so that's why you want to use an embossing buddy, because you don't want this especially to stick to everything. And I'm going to go ahead and let that get on there. Okay, give it a little whack on the back, and see how the black little powder, if it stays anywhere, I mean, when you heat set it, you're going to see it. So that looks really great. I'm going to heat set that, and I'll be right back. Funnel this back in here. And you can see, obviously, I didn't emboss buddy this thing, and it has all these little black specks. Okay. And let's go ahead and take this guy, and just eyeballing where that's going to cut. You can see everything in there, so just, you know, split the difference up and down, left to right, where you think that looks the nicest. And when I tape this down, I always tape it down so it's towards the outside, so I don't pull away my embossing. And I will do a couple pieces of tape since I'm using some small pieces. And I'll run that through and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'll get some dimensionals on that adhesive, and I'll be right back. Let's bring this guy in. Very cute. And then we have Hello from Paradise. I mean, you can put this wherever you like. That looks actually really cute, but I think it needs to go down here somewhere. You can go right in the center. Why not? I haven't done that in a while. I usually put things off to the side. So just straighten that up a little bit. Move this way. Alright. And there's our little vignette. Super cute. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much, Spellbinders, for these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have all the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.